New Orleans,
Sequência da mulher
New Orleans,
a partir de agora. Ouça agora.
New Orleans, 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 Orleans, New 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 Orleans,
What
Orleans.
is up, everyone?
New Orleans,
Yo. Alright. We got a matchup, most likely the last matchup of this week. Potentially. We got LeBridge versus Team Sleeping. So yeah, a bit of a David versus Goliath matchup, you know. Give me a second to share my screen. But yeah, no Tanaki today. Like, nice, man. But yeah, let's go through the map bans. Of course, LeBridge gonna be first pick and prioritizing the first map ban in this matchup. We get LeBridge banning Gates of Obscura, then Sleeping banning Imy's app, LeBridge banning Arton City, and Sleeping banning Demon Deus. So Sleeping opting for more of a KO focus type bans, and LeBridge opting for more of a open map type ban. So yeah. Goo, Arton City, Imy's app, and Demon. Let's create the link. Alright. Links have been sent. What is the first map? We got an ink. Why is it always Inkies first, bro? This map isn't fun. Oh well. We gotta suffer and watch some Inkies gameplay. I'm very tired today, so... Oh my gosh. Haven't had a dose of caffeine in 24 hours, so you know, I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it. But yeah. Waiting for both teams to ready up. Who's actually in the lobby? Only Kafsar from his team is in the lobby. Come on, brother. Oh well. There we go. Both teams ready up. We get a glass cannon orb replicator start. Wow, they really said let's make this a fast Inkies game. Everyone gonna get like their own momentum boots, or they're just gonna get core flip extremely fast. So that is going to be interesting. We get a Zentaro ban coming out of LeBridge denying Sensor. And we get a Luna ban denying Sai. Of course, Sai playing the Luna Mom boots. Really, really good matchup with the Glass Cannon, I have to say. And Orb Rep even as well. But I'd prefer Glass Cannon. And Sensor, of course, being that monster on the Zentaro. So, you know. Pretty interesting. We get Drakkar as the top priority. Busted character. You know? Shadow Cooper on the Finny. Nah. Ugh, I'm so tired, man. And we get an Estelle for Sensor? I believe that's going to be Sensor. No Kai goalie pickups. I mean, like, no goalies, like, you know, good on this map. Like, just play whatever. It doesn't really matter. We get the Kazan coming out for the side of LeBridge. I'm losing my voice. Oh my gosh. And we get the Ruin coming out of LeBridge. So Drakkar, Kazan, Ruin. Might be seeing another Kazan goalie game, potentially. Potentially. And then we get the Finny, Estelle on Team Sleeping. I should be part of Team Sleeping because I want to be sleeping, like, you know. And we get a Dubu, so Sensor's going to be on the Estelle, Shadow Cooper on the Finny, and Dubu, of course, being Flyism. Then we got Kafsau on the Drakkar, Sai on the Kazan, and Stray on the Ruin, most likely. Alright. Well, that draft is done. Glass Cannon, Orb Replicator on the Inkies. Splash Zone. Orb Red Glass. Alright. Nice custom ping, bro. Nah. No way. Nice. There he is. Alright, we have the side of Team Sleeping ready. Gave ownership privileges to Kafsau. Just in case the lobby does bug out. Maybe I should have not given it to Kafsau, considering, like, they crashed last game. Ugh. We'll see. We will see. Alright, looks like both teams are ready, and we're getting the first match on the way. LeBridge versus Team Sleeping. Kazan, Drakkar, and Ruin versus Finny, Estelle, and Dubu. Almost getting a lore team on both sides. You know, Team Sleeping only needed the Juliet instead of Finny, and LeBridge only needed the Atlas over the Kazan. Alright, we're jumping into this matchup. Yes, we get the Kazan goalie. W's in the chat. Do the symbol with your hands, you know, the W symbol, like W. Ugh. I'm too tired for this, man. Like, I should have just went to bed. Alright, the Kazan eject button potentially being picked up by Sai. We get Kafsao, of course, on the Drakkar. And LeFonk James on the Ruin. Obviously, the other side of Team Sleeping will get Finny, Shadow Cooper, Estelle Sensor, and Dubu Flyism. Let's go, go, go. Everyone on Glass Cannon except for Sensor and Shadow Cooper. There's going to be quite a speed difference between both teams. We do get Sai on the eject, giving up one barrier in quick succession though. Really, really unfortunate. Not getting too much value out of the cannon as it gets shut down by LeFonk James and Kafsao. Kafsao also getting the bottom barrier pass, flies him. Sai not able to connect. Nice dash and revert back to the eject to win the strike war against Sensor. One S dominating the other S. Nice, nice splash cannon being used in a glass cannon matchup. LeFonk James gets sent off with a red card. Is that a thing in basketball? I don't actually know. It's like fouls, isn't it? Like 5 fouls. Yeah. But yeah, Shadow Cooper trying to battle Sai in the top lane, but he clears it down to Kafsao. Kafsao to LeFonk James. LeFonk James with a nice banish, but saved by Flyism's core flip. We are now reaching overtime, ladies and gentlemen. The core is going to be moving that much faster. And the match is just going to get more and more intense. Nice water cannon pass from Shadow Cooper. Sensor not using flip for the goal, but using flip for the blunder. Massive, massive blunder. Will that bite them in the ass? Sensor walking off the map, trying to get a swim in the splash zone. Guys, what if like you KO'd people? Like if you KO'd people on the edge and like it hits them to this thing, like they're saved. That's like W, no? Like W idea, bro. Like bounces them back on the map. Is Kafsao gonna secondary red call? Is he a dog like that? Is he a dog like that? Nah, he's not a dog. W. Sai trying to find the pass to Kafsao. Kafsao with a back pass to Sai. Honestly, really, really nice idea. Oh, trade-off between LeFonk James and Flyism. Sai defending really, really well right now. Oh, but Caster's Curse loses to the Estelle primary, and that is the first goal going to the side of Team Sleeping, who is not sleeping. They're locked in. LeFonk James passing it down on the kickoff, really well played. Don't want it to get in that top lane, where it becomes that much harder to defend. Sai blunders the defense, but gets saved by Shadow Cooper. A miracle right now. Shadow Cooper using flip, doesn't get the barrier. Nice strike coming out from Sai to shut that down. Flies and passing up to Sensor. Sensor trying to fight Sai in the top lane, but can't do anything with the core. Passes to Shadow Cooper. Sai to Kafsao. Sai to a barrier. Kafsao to Shadow Cooper off the map. Beautiful banish from LeFonk James. And he slam dunks it right through Flyism. Wow. Sai with a nice hook dash combo coming out with a primary as well. LeFonk James with a nice pillar, but Flyism on top of business. Not going to be losing that barrier today, no sir. Sensor losing to the pillar. Lots of ability being wasted on the side of Team Sleeping. A little bit of a blunder. Sai getting really aggressive in the bottom wall. The hook not connecting. Ooh. Sai's in a dangerous place right now. Beautiful banners coming out of LeBridge and James to just give that extra support to Sai. Sai going for the goal line dribble. Flies him. Getting really, really aggressive. Nice flip coming out from Shadow Cooper, but does not find any connection whatsoever. Flies him, backs off, and Sensor comes up with a beautiful secondary to score it past Sai. Oh wow. We get a very quick barrier for the side of LeBridge. Sai opting to do a lot of damage. Waiting for the perfect time to push the buzzer. Pushes the golden buzzer but gets denied by Sensor. Sensor playing on fire right now. Sai and Capsule still not able to find the KO. Shadow Cooper doing well to stay alive in this current moment. Nice dribble coming out from Capsule to collect the orb, reach max flip. Oh, nice defense for Flies him. Sai finally catching Shadow Cooper with the KO. Sai getting flip as well. Are we going to see some tech come out of the ring? Oh, Sensor. Absolute menace in the time stalling department. Letting Shadow Cooper come back in. Sai blundering the flip and blundering the strike, and Flies and blunders the roll. If that's not a curse of, like, a chain curse reaction, like, what the hell? Nice pass from Shadow Cooper, but Sensor can't send the core anywhere. Sai in a 1v2 against Shadow, and Sensor wins out the interaction in the Battle of the S's. Almost blunders that interaction, but stays locked in. A little bit of a miss with the cannon. Losing the barrier, but if they get the goal, it's okay. And they do get the goal. A nice pillar coming out from LeBridge James, followed up by Capsau's secondary. Let's go. What will Sai be picking up here on the Kazan goalie? Going for the aerials. Gonna help keep up that aggression. We get Deadeye on the Finny. Really, really powerful. Bulk up on the LeBridge James. That's gonna help with the survivability and damage. Flies him, opting for the Spark of Agility Stinger for Capsau. That's gonna be very deadly. And Among Titans on Sensor. Very, very interesting. Oh my gosh. I can't keep my eyes open, man. Like... Oh. Big dash coming out from Sai. Opens the umbrella on nothing. Beautiful banish from LeBridge James comboed with Capsau to get a KO down onto Shadow Cooper. Nice tiki-taka between the midfielder and goalie of LeBridge. Red Core sending it to the bottom lane. Capsau trying to get a stun barrier on Fliesm, but does not get it quite yet. Unfortunate Finio coming out from Shadow Cooper, trying to keep the core control. Does manage to keep the core control, and a beautiful blink coming out from Sensor. Let's go, bro. Alright, let's see if LeBridge can answer back. Sai in a ping-pong battle in the corner and constant 1v2s, but always managing to win it out. Never mind, Sensor's on fire right now. Beautiful primary dribble, beautiful core flip, but Sai doing even better than Sensor right now with an amazing core flip denial. Ooh. Okay, that was almost worrisome. Worrisome. But you know, it's okay. Really nice patience with the cannon. Gets denied by Sensor. But Sensor denying their life as well. And it looks like it's going to be a goal for the side of LeBridge in 3, 2, 1. No, nice ult coming out for Flies. And really, really nice defense for the side of Team Sleeping. Sai staying in that aggressive position to try and do some forklift potentially, or just score a goal. Going for the reversal hook to strike core flip. But Kavsao shows him how it's done. All you have to do is strike. Really well played. Kavsao attacking from the top, Flies and pressing all the buttons on his keyboard. Triple banish for LaFonk James, scoring that 3-pointer with ease. Nice clear coming out from Sai, instantly clearing it across the barrier as soon as Sensor overcommits. Really, really well played. Sai getting really aggressive. Kavsao with a really safe clear, really nice. Sai with a great swap-a-rooney in the Vinny ult. Left in a 1v2. LaFonk James there to cover. Really nice screen. We get a nice goal coming out from Sai on the aggression. What the hell? What the helly belly? Guys, stop pausing. Like, I'm gonna grab my pillow and like sleep, man. Let me hit the hay. Oh shit. Alright. Oh, Shadow Cooper getting sent to the Shadowverse. Sensor, let's see if you can pull off that magical core control that we've seen previously. A little bit of a blunder of the core flips. Sai almost getting core flipped themselves. Are we going to see another blunder, or are we going to see an egotistical goal? LaFonk James getting sent out with another foul. Really, really unfortunate. And a nice primary ult combination from Sensor and Shadow Cooper to score past Sai. Alright. Nice dribble coming out from Sai, left unpunished in that situation. Good aggression, good push-up, flies and wins the strike war, however, but does not win against the banish or the direct primary sent off the map, and the core is following the direction. Alright, jumping into the draft, we get Twin Drive Kazan! You know, today was the first day I took off my training wheels and allowed myself to take Twin Drive Eject Kazan, and that thing is broken. That thing is... oh my god. So yeah, we're gonna see so much aggression to the side of LeBridge. Of course, we got Castellasso trying to keep our Sensor with the Emperor, Flies him with another Spark, popped onto Agility with the Spark of Focus. We get LaFonk James with the Fight of Flight, and we get Kavsao with a heavy impact, and we get Sensor with a beautiful goal straight past Sai. Twin Drive's not gonna save you there. Lots of ping-ponging coming in the top lane. Kavsao taking tremendous damage. Same with Flies, and nice evade away from LaFonk James. Free throw. With the banish. Nice passing coming out from LaFonk James and Kavsao. Kavsao getting the barrier from the bottom. LaFonk James passing the side, but doesn't need to pass the side because they passed to the goal. Sai. Dubu ult in the bottom. Denying LaFont James core control. Another ult trying to deny LaFont James core control. Call this guy the ult magnet. Nice aggression coming out from Sai to cover that cross clear. Waiters a passing option as well. Capsal taking a lot of damage from the Dubu, but the Dubu flies them themselves is taking a lot of damage as well. Shadow Cooper with core flip. Dribbling a little bit with a primary to keep the core control up. Popping the cannon. Sai left in a 1v1 against a creation. Or not a creation, a secondary. That 4 taps just like that. And he's done. Sai winning the kickoff, but hooks it back to themselves. Goal line dribble gets completely punished. No. Massive blunder coming out for Sai. Looks like LaFont James is going to be on the denying spark duty. We get the Monumentalist going to Shadow Cooper. Prize Fighter going to Kafsal. A-Rush going to Flyism. Hotshot going to Sai. Over the Might of Colossus. Interesting. See how he uses this. Oh! What the hell was that? Bro, like, ejected back with the slam and, like, you know, did the slam there. Like, that was clean. Shadow Cooper, of course, being exterminated. Sensor soon following up as well with this twin drive rampage that Sai is on. Nice KO coming out for Kafsal, finishing the job. Nice pillar barrier from LaFont James. Passing to Kafsal is Sai. Kafsal losing to the massive Finny ultimate. You know what else is massive? Low taper fade. LaFont James passing up to the corner, trying to secure the goal with a pillar. Does not find that goal though. Sai with nice defense. Pillar. Not pillar, ping pong. Passing it to Kafsal. And he gets the goal. Alright, course ball from the top part. Nice double banish for the side of LaFont James. Kafsal with a beautiful KO. Sai getting aggressive but loses the interaction against Flyism. Okay, nice save from LaFont James, who's mogging Sai. Oh my gosh, nice Dubu coming out for Flyism, but does not connect well enough to get the goal. But Flyism in the territory of Sai, shutting him down completely. I'm sleeping on Prometheus. Kafsal got another adrenaline rush. Actually, he doesn't even have adrenaline rush. A prize fighter, sorry. Nice vanish coming out for LaFont James, getting a beautiful KO down onto Flyism. Sensor left in a tough situation. But a nice coverage from Shadow Cooper to help support the goalie. And LaFont James styling on him. You are my sunshine, my little sunshine. Type shit. Core spawns in the bottom. LaFont James going for a little bit of a dribble, passing up to Kafsal. Kafsal going for a little bit of a dribble as well. LaFont James trying to beat Sensor in the 1v1, does not win. Shadow Cooper trying to fight for their life, trying to find an orb or any type of survivability on the map. Side. Ping-ponging it down to the corner once again with that Kazan strike zone, not losing any interactions. Kafsal lagging back a little bit. Might have saved them from colossal damage being sent out of the map. Sai with a backwards ult, sending it back to their ejector with a red core. Maybe the hotshot is W. Kafsal with a cheeky dribble, almost inting, giving Sensor core control, but it's okay. They're CD dumping Sensor. Shadow Cooper with a really defensive video. Sai passing to LaFont James trying to find the pass to Kafsal. Kafsal dribbling with the core away from Flyism's primary. But Flyism standing on top of business right now. Flyism defending perfectly while Sai is damage dumping perfectly. Uses a flip, tries to do the revert back. You know, you gotta spam your shift for that one. You know, that's not gonna work. But that is, you know, the phantom flip. Steals the orb away from Capsal. That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. LeFunk James passing to the corner, leaving a pillar to do his job. LeFunk James in the bottom now tries to get the barrier with the pillar, not successful. Capsal finally gets taken outside with beautiful aggression, getting the barrier. Now the water cannon is popped on the side of Team Sleeping. Sai having to go back to a defensive position with the dash range and dashes away from the core as Sensor slots it down in the bottom. What the hell? What the hell? Sai going for an aggressive kickoff, instantly gets punished by Sensor with a nice Estelle primary stun beam and Flyism scoring the goal right through Sai. Flyism, as your MVP, gonna be getting that spark. Okay. But giving extra special to the Ruin. Pick your poison, man. Pick your poison. You don't have leadership, so maybe extra special would be better. Nice, good decision. Spark strength going to the spark of leadership of LeFunk James. We got 1-2 punch on Capsal. So much damage for the side of them. Big Fish over Reptile Remedy. Interesting choice. Most likely denying Sai with that one as well. But Sai picking up Primetime with the Tanaki General Grievous statement, as we all know. And we get Reptile Remedy going to Shadow Cooper. So really nice survivability on the side of Team Sleeping. You got Recovery Drone, Big Fish, Reptile Remedy, Orb Replicator. So we'll see how they survive against this. A lot of ults being used from Team Sleeping, not finding a lot of value. Sai getting really aggressive, leading to the ultimate of Sensor. Shadow Cooper gets sent off the map by LeFunk James. Capsal with a nice stun onto Flyism, pushing them away from the defense. Doesn't get the barrier though. Nice aggression from Sai to try and push up, but gets shut down by the water cannon. Nice barrier find from Capsal with a beautiful strike. Shadow Cooper instantly spawning in, keeping the core control up to Sensor. Sensor losing the 1v1 to Sai. Beautiful ult coming out from Flyism to deny the water cannon. Ult coming up to Shadow Cooper, passing up to Sensor, who ults it right past Sai. Damn, bro. LeFunk James blundering the kickoff, giving Shadow Cooper a free barrier. Sai in a really tough situation now. Lots of damage being put down onto Flyism from Capsal, but it's okay because Dubu has a massive health bar and a massive hitbox. Flyism passing to Sensor. Sensor winning the 1v1 against Capsal. Shadow Cooper trying to find the KO onto Capsal, but Capsal evades. Capsal also gets the barrier. Really well played. Nice double banish coming out of LeFunk James. Flyism clearing the core down as Sensor wins the strike war. Sensor trying to win the 1v1 against Sai. Does not find a water cannon being used. Gets denied by the Dubu ult in a perma L angle. Lol, what the hell? Why is that Dubu ult Loki dead? You know, perma L angle. If you know, you know. Yeah, Capsal going for a dribble in the bottom lane. Nice ult scored with the... Nice ult scored. Nice ult goal. Yeah, bro. Time of Team Sleeping wins the kickoff, trying to find damage onto Capsal, but Capsal avoids it all. Flyism in a battle of aggression against Sai, trying to push up. Sensor and Sai in a ping pong battle. Nice pass coming from Flyism to Sensor, who gets the barrier past Sai once again. LeBridge desperately trying to break the barrier. Good pass from Capsal, but Sai already ejected back to the natural habitat of the goalie box. Little bit of a ping pong battle in the corner. Flyism gets a clear across for free. Oh! Really nice KO coming out from Flyism with the core flip. Rocking the A-rush as well, getting right up in Sai's face, and Sai just fumbles with the dash. Really, really unfortunate. Looks like we are gonna potentially see David Goliath where David wins, you know? Beautiful defense coming out from Flies and really nice ability usage. Shadow Cooper trying to keep core control with as many abilities as they can. Sai with a really nice pixel perfect save from the Kazan Slammy Dammy. Getting a KO down onto Shadow Cooper. Really well played. Sensor going for the dribble to stall a little bit of time. Nice evade coming out from Capsule to avoid getting KO'd by Flies and then proccing that A-Rush. Okay, Sai hitting to Capsule and Capsule winning the 1v1 strike war against Flies. Center gets the first barrier. They're gonna have the cannon privileges. Flies and pops it early, but it doesn't matter. It gets sent to Sai anyways. Sai gets KO'd. Shadow Cooper with the pick. Oh my god! Oh my god! What? Team sleeping. Caught LeBridge sleeping. No way. And this is the second ever map that LeBridge has lost. Ladies and gentlemen. What has just happened? They play with fire. Giving Shadow Cooper the Finny. And fire is what they get. Beautiful aggression coming out from Flyism as well. So much core control from Sai. Of course, trying to win as many ping-pongs as they can in those 1v2 interactions. As Capsule and LeFonk James build up damage. But what? Wow, I am... wow. Yeah. Okay. Let's go on to the next map, I guess. LeBridge actually gonna be first pick once again. That is crazy. I mean, then again, like, yes, LeBridge did lose, but they did leave the Finny up. So you gotta ask yourself, like, if they remove that Finny pick, you know, is the same result gonna happen? You know, they tasted the water, and now they're not going to be able to swim in those waters again. You know, they went too deep, so now they need to walk back to the shallow. You know, Clarion Test Chamber. Looks like Sai got 3 in the chamber after, you know, losing that match. 1 for each participant. Of course, leaving Jan Kante on their own, giving them ownership of the team. Whew. Specialized training and glass cannon. Oh my god, LeBridge bans Zentaro. Again? They got a first pick Finny. There's no... What? Nah. There's no way. If you know, this is actually, out of the 2 maps that LeBridge has lost, you know, Clarion was the other map. So this is the only other map LeBridge has lost on, and they gave Finny. This is something, you know. This is something. Really nice Luna ban as well, coming out for the side of Team Sleeping. We get a Rasmus for Sensor, Finny for, of course, Shadow Cooper. Not sure who the Vice is going to be. Most likely LeFonk James, who had a beautiful performance on Vice. So beautiful, in fact, that the team of Masurao had to ban that and put it in the gutter. We get a Kazan Kafsao Kazan. Ooh. I think that's Kafsao Kazan. That is a very, very powerful lineup. Very, very powerful lineup. And we get the Kai goalie. No way. What an insane spec training lineup for the side of LeBridge. That is an insane spec training lineup. Wow. Each of this, like, ults is gonna be half the HP bar, bro. Like, nice. And we get a ruined goalie for Flyzem. I'm a big fan of the ruined goalie on Clarion Corp. And you can match that up with the Monboot's glass cannon. So yeah. Alright, let me just make sure they change it. Oh, they already did everything. Cool. Wow, I can't believe they lost the map. David versus Goliath. And David reigns victorious. Holy moly. Sai, you might be getting some nightmares tonight, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Like, yeah, bro. Is this the answer on Kazan goalie gets, like, diffed by Dubu Shover? You know? Is Dubu Shover the meta? I mean, like, you know, Sai, come on. Like, you know. You're forced to ping pong. So, you know, like, your team's not helping you in the ping pong. So, like, yeah. Yeah. I'm G, bro. You gotta lock in for the match, big man. Come on. Sai going onto the Kai goalie. Most likely gonna be that Kai eject. We get Kafsao on the Kazan and LaFonka James on the Vice. Insane lineup for the side of LeBridge. Honestly, that could be their strongest lineup. Like, holy moly. Slick kicks on LaFonka James. Interesting. Flies him on the Ruin. With Strike Shot, not Momentum Boost. That's interesting as well. Van Brace on Sensor with Rasmus. Both hookers. You know, Kazan and Rasmus taking Van Brace. Shadow Cooper with the Cycling Wand. Nice eject from Sai. Passing to Kafsao. Sai's going sicko mode. Y'all better watch out. Nice Giga Blast coming out from Sai to get that barrier. LaFonka James staggered in the poison area. Gets to evade out of there. Or secondary out of there. Nice dribble coming out from Sai. Annihilating the core control of Shadow Cooper and Sensor. And LaFonka James getting a nice goal against Flyzem. First barrier going for the side of LeBridge, but instantly gets answered back by Finiot of Shadow Cooper. Sai left in a 1v1 against Sensor. Sensor almost wins it out. Nice Kai Barrage coming out of side to defend that one. Kafsao in a 1v1 against Flyers, and Flyers does not win this one. Really nice core control coming out from Kafsao. Another 1v1 for Kafsao, but loses this one. Nice strike wall coming out from Flyers, and we get Shadow Cooper getting eliminated. Sai evading a very fast core. Gotta look left, right before you strike. Kafsao doing a nice bit of core control to pass down to LaFonka James. LaFonka James can't find an answer, however. Nice double banish coming out for the strike shot. The banish. Really well played. trying to eliminate Shadow Cooper again, and they successfully do. Sensor and Flies and left in a tough situation, and they get crushed. James getting the middle orb. Doesn't get too much value out of it, however. Sai holding on to core flip, seeing if they can clear it out of the defense. Nice strike shot banish coming out from Fly. Is a nice dribble from Sai with Kyber Eyes and the strike wall win against Sensor. Another nice dribble coming out from Sai to bait out the abilities of Shadow Cooper. LeBron James once again getting the middle. Doing a nice aggressive secondary onto Flies, and Sai left in a 1v1 against Sensor, does not win out that 1v1. Nice primary Rasmus stun from Sensor. Nice core control coming out from Capsal. The hook is going mental right now on both teams. Capsal dribbling with the Ruined Pillar of Flies, and Shadow Cooper winning the 1v1 against Capsal with the banished core. And Flies and getting a little bit risky with that pillar placement as Capsal slides it in the bottom. Capsal as your MVP. I'm so tired, man. Build different onto Capsal. That's going to be really scary to deal with. Fight or flight onto Shadow Cooper. More core control. Extra special going to fall to Sai. That's going to be really good with spec training. Spark of leadership onto Flies. And not going to get too much value just yet. Going to wait for the scale. We get Super Surge onto LeFunk James. More fucking damage. And we get Wreck Drone onto Sensor. So both of the hookers getting more size. Banish coming out for Flies and doing a little bit of damage to Capsal. As Capsal lags across the screen. LeFunk James with an own barrier. A little bit of a blunder. Just playing it a little bit safe. Lots and lots of damage going down onto Sensor as the Wreck Drone gets broken and put out of commission. Oh no, and Sai hitting to the Finny primary of Shadow Cooper. James beating the video in an interaction. Dribbles down, finds a path to Capsal. Capsal with a nice hook, breaking Flies into ankles and breaking Fly-isms. Core flip. Flip coming out for LeFunk James, finds the double barrier, finds a triple barrier, as a matter of fact. Sai opting to send it in the corner. Nice Finio coming out from Shadow Cooper, doesn't connect it much, however. Sai doing really nice with the Kai Barrage and ejecting back, still saving the barrier attempt. Going for a dribble down with the Giga Blast, doesn't find the pass to Capsal, however, gets shut down by Sensor. Oh no, bit of a blunder from Sai. Capsal saying, let me defend. Sai doing nice to trade his ult for Shadow Cooper's ult. Going for a bit of a dribble. Nice wrap around Sensor with that beautiful patience. Beautiful defense coming out from Sai right now, not losing any interactions. And there we go, the final pin in the coffin. Sai losing that one. Looks like we're getting a bit of team drama for the side of, you know, LeBridge. Is it all an act? You know, it might all be an act, considering, you know, LeBron James and Sai have the same emote, you know. If you know, you know. Nice KO coming out from Sai, baiting Sensor to the head. Gonna hit back to the eject. Yep, there it is. Passing to Capsule. Capsule losing the interaction to a vice primary chain reaction. Nice banish coming out of Flies and damaging Capsule quite heavily, but Capsule heals it up with the Vambrace, so it's okay. Nice vice secondary coming out from the flank at James. Not opting to flip, however. Sai losing one barrier in the 1v2. Saves the 1v2 this time. Capsule losing the 1v1 against Flies, and LeBron James still with Corsa, doesn't need to use it. Defensive strikes coming out of side. Gets an own double barrier, however. Almost loses his interaction to Sensor, but backs it up with a Kai Barrage. Really well played. Capsule trying to find the barrier onto Flyism, but Flyism's pillars are a menace to be messed with. Flyism 1v1 against LeBron James. LeBron James losing the interaction. Sensor in a 1v1 with Sai. Sai doing a nice pass to LeBron James. LeBron James passing to the secondary. Secondary flipping a backwards vice ult from LeBron James. Sai playing with fire right now and lets the goal drift in. Oh shit, like, you know. I'm Zero. We get Prize Fighter onto Shadow Cooper, Cast Last onto Side, Bulk Up onto LaFonka James, Reptile Remedy onto Sensor, 1-2 Punch onto Capsule, and Spark of Strength with the Spark of Leadership combination onto Flies. And let's take a gander at the Awakenings real quick. 9 Awakenings for each team. 12 of the years. First barrier going to LeBridge. Size secondary just going to last that much longer with the cast to last. We get a lot of damage coming out for the side of LeBridge, but Sensor does have that extra bit of survivability. Every time they touch the core, they get that Vambrace proc in that Reptile Remedy proc. So that's going to be really, really nice, really, really handy. Sai still holding on to both barriers. Almost gets a combination ult with Capsule's open primary, but doesn't work out. Almost paying Shadow Cooper, but it wasn't enough. Ugh. LeBron James trying to win the interaction against Sensor. Sai trying to break the barrier with a Giga Blast. LeBron James with a bit of an unfortunate ult, but it's okay. It keeps the core control up because of the astral projection. Nice hook coming out from Sensor, getting one barrier past Sai. Can they get the second? Nope. Oh, beautiful strike coming out from LaFonka James, getting that last barrier. Capsule with a nice KO. Capsule almost getting flip as Sai has flip as well. And LaFonka James having flip. All three of them with flip, but Sai doesn't need flip to score. Winning the 1v1 against Flies. Oh. Sai lagging a little bit as they ping. Help, help, help. Forced to use flip in an act of panic to try and make sure they stop lagging. We get LaFonka James blundering their flip a little bit, blundering their HP bar as well. Got to play a little bit careful. Nice secondary from LeBron James, going for the vice ult as well, getting a lot of aids out, doing a lot of damage to Sensor, passes to Capsal. Capsal going for a dribble, tries to find the core flip angle, but is not successful, taking a lot of damage in return. LeBron James also taking a lot of damage. Sensor also taking a lot of damage. We have so much damage on the field right now. Sai doing a beautiful bit of aggression, loses to Shadow Cooper, however. Really well played from Shadow Cooper and really well played from Capsal. Body blocking that pillar of Flyzen. Nice Giga Blast coming out from Sai. Not so nice Kai Barrage coming out from Sai. A little bit of a blunder, losing that barrier. Nice KO coming out from the Funky James, removing Shadow Cooper from the match. We actually got 2 KOs in 20 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. 2 KOs. 20 seconds. Really, really nice. To the side of LeBridge. Sai trying to clear the core up to Capsal rather than passing to LeBron James. Nice Giga Blast from Sai, passing to LeBron James secondaries, but LeBron James does not connect, losing to the pillar, but Capsal wins against the pillar. We get Deadeye going on site. What is that sound I'm hearing? I have no idea. Whatever. But yeah, we get the Deadeye onto Sai, Prime Time onto Flies and Big Fish, onto Capsal, Stinger, onto Shadow Cooper, Explosive Entrance onto Sensor, and Heavy Impact onto LeBron James. LeBron James with a monster build right now. Sai left in a 1v2, but does a nice clear angle against Sensor. Capsal finding the KO in nice coordination with LeBron James onto Flyers, and he cannot survive. So much damage. Sai ejecting up, doing a bit of damage to Shadow Cooper. Going for a little bit of a bottom clear with the Giga Blast, but Sensor cuts that off immediately. Nice hook from Sensor, nice Finny ult from Shadow Cooper, giving Sai no room to do anything whatsoever. But Capsal whips it around the pillar, playing Ring Around a Rosie, as they get that goal. We get a KO from LeBron James. We get a double KO from LeBron James. Are we going to see a nice core flip backwards angle? There we go. But he completely blunders it as Sensor wins the 1v3. Side pushing up. Can he show Stray how it's done? No, he cannot. Another blunder. Capsal is the last hope for LeBridge. Can he show them how to use core flip? Doing nice survivability. Sai giving up a barrier with too much aggression. Capsal using core flip for a KO rather than scoring the goal. Really well played. Flies and winning the 1v1 against LeBron James, who's too busy mobbing his opponent. Sensor whipping a couple strikes, giving LeBridge core control. Shadow Cooper once again back in for the win. Oh my gosh, almost a crazy Finny ult from Shadow Cooper, but Sai is on top of business. Nice goal line clear coming out from Sai. Sensor forced to use core flip to evade the secondary. Nice KO coming out from the LeBron James onto Flies, and the Shadow Cooper and Sensor's core control is quite amazing right now. But of course it can't last long enough as Capsal finally finishes the job. Looks like we got LeBron James as goalie. A little bit interesting. LeBron James passing to Sai. Sends up with a nice barrier take against LeBron James, and they do a cheeky little rotation and instantly get a double barrier off that rotation. Really well played. Sai doing a nice pass with the Giga Blast to Kafsal. And a nice goal from Kafsal once again. Oh, I'm so tired. And we get Sai as your MVP. Alright. Okay, let's go to the last matchup, clash up of the day. Clarion Test Chamber going to be removed. This time the side of Team Sleeping gonna be first pick. Only Village. Nah, like why they giving me the longest maps, man? Like why's my arm hurt? Holy shit. Like my elbow. We get a Luna ban once again coming out for the side of Team Sleeping, and we get a Finny ban with the Monumentalist start up on Only Village. If Team Sleeping first picks Juno, I would have liked their chances to win. First picking Estelle, that's most likely going to be Sensor. Looks like we'll potentially get Stray on the Juno now. We get Psy on the Dubu. I love how, you know, like Psy and like Stray like had a bit of drama, you know, and it's like Toshi Rin like fighting with Shido, like that's funny as fuck, bro. Yeah, we do get the Juno pick coming out for Stray. Get the Kai pick coming out for and we'll probably get an error pick for Shadow Cooper. Not a bad pickup if you have no. Shadow Cooper's on the Estelle. Okay. Oh, I'm so tired. Alright, I am back. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Last map. We actually get Psy on the Juno, Kafsao on the Yera, and the Funk James on the Dubu. Oh my god, I'm too tired. Alright, flies him on the Kai, Sensor on the Estelle, Shadow Cooper on the Rasmus. Everyone taking aerials except for Kafsao and Psy. Interesting that they didn't take aerials, Kafsao. We'll see how this matchup goes. Dubu forward with Era, of course, being that monster comp. Which other regions need to learn, bro, you know? They need to learn it. Dubu with Era is OP. And the Fong James with a nice 1v1 against Flyzen. Yeah, how'd that go? Did they win? If they lost, you know, like, skill issue, bro. Like, had best lineup in the world, bro. Okay, okay. Let's go. Other regions abusing it? Yeah, I know Hug, I know Hug. Don't worry, man. And like they keep swapping out their midfielder and goalie. One and you're already losing. Keep swapping roles, like nice, man. I have no energy to cast. I have none. LeBridge James with a free throw from the goal line. How did that not get hit by the blink? Holy guacamole. Nah. Damn. The demon character lineup cannot be vanquished. I can't wait for this match to end, man. Like, I just want to sleep. I just want to sleep. I'm slipping on my bed. 4 spawns in the top lane. Shadow Cooper losing the interaction against Kafsao. You've got a 1-1 barrier trade-off. No, a 2-1 barrier trade-off. Nice barrier take from Sensor. Nice Giga Blast coming out from Flies and the LeBlanc James on top of that core control. I didn't even, like, look at picks, did I? Actually, I have LeBlanc James on aerials. Yeah. Nice push up from Flies. And look how OP goalies are when they push up, bro. Like, come on, everyone. We need ego goalies. Nah, don't lose a set. Come on. I need my bed, bro. I need my bed. I need my bed. I need my bed. Core flip coming out of LeBlanc James and Flies and then Capsau and Sensor. Let's see if anything can happen. Capsau with a great KO down on Flies and removing that core flip. Not going to be any issues anymore. Nice pass up to LeBlanc James, who almost gets a beautiful ult placement denied by Sensor's core flip. Capsau getting the barrier with the core flip. LeBlanc James styling and Shadow Cooper. Sensor to getting revenge. And KOing Capsau and LeBlanc James doing the bend over step throw and scores it. Bit of a blunder coming out from side, losing both barriers in quick succession. Oh my gosh. I wanna sleep, please. Bro, I'm like tweaking, bro. Yeah, mate, welcome to Asia, bro. Or farming. What the helly? Sai breaking more barriers than the opposing team right now. Nice KO coming out from LeBlanc James down onto Sensor. Oh, beautiful aggression from Flies, and it picks the wrong route to go. you guys can watch this game in peace, you know. I'll just be here chilling. What the hell? Sigh! Let me go to bed. Stop trolling, bro. Oh my god, an eyelash is in my eye. Ah! I need to go to the toilet. Like, oh my gosh. This thing right up. Oh, why is it a lead? No way, man. No fucking way. There's actually no way. What even is a timer? 9:19. I might just take a grandpa nap after this. Like a 1 hour nap. What is that? The bulldozer, bro. Okay, flies him. I can't put down the cup. I can't put down the cup. You know, I want to apologize to both teams that, like, I'm not casting. I am just, like, so dead, bro. I am so dead, bro. Like, this is actually, like, a hype-ass match. But, like, I am just out of it, bro. I should have got Akka, bro. Should have got Akka. Nah. Oh, what even are the awakenings? I didn't see last draft. Ooh, it's looking grim. That's the sound I'm hearing. Bro, it makes like a little ding! Like a really, really subtle ding sound when a character gets like hovered over in the draft. Wow, that's so weird. I've never noticed that. That's like so subtle. Or I might just be going like mentally insane right now. Could be either, bro. Bro, if LeBridge loses this, like, I'm gonna stand up and do the helicopter, bro. Like, this is outrageous. This is outrageous. You know, I said, like, ages and ages ago that Sensei is like, you know, that dark horse. It looks like the whole entire team of Team Sleeping is a dark horse. Wow. What the hell? Wait, how'd that not break the barrier? What? Am I high? I swear the force just moved the core. I might be tweaking, bro. I might be tweaking. Ooh! Ooh! Nah! 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 Mm-mm. 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 No way. 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 There's 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 no way. No. Mm-mm. 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 No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. What is this point, bro? Wow, they didn't get it after, like, having a core flip in the 3v2. No shot. I'm actually on the edge of my seat right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Nah! I don't know what to think about that game, bro. I don't know what to think about that game. I don't know what to think about that game. Like, what? David versus Goliath 50-50 on 2 maps? What? 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 I'm sure the VCs are very interesting. On LeBridge. What the fuck, man? Yeah, GG's. I'm gonna sleep now, or like take a 1-hour grandpa nap because I'm tired. Like, see you guys soon. See you guys soon. Like, GG's. Bye bye. See you next time for the next week of matchups.